Welcome to this week's Bushel Up. We'll start out here at the field at Aurora. A little wet, a little muddy. We got 2 inches of rain last night, and just want to talk real quick about the crop damage maybe that happened last night. High winds. I know there's some hail in areas. As I was driving down the road, you could see some fields were leaning pretty bad. Others were in pretty good shape. Out here at Owner's Acres, seeing a big difference in some hybrids. Just depending on kind of growth stage too. When you put herbicides on, all those factors will intertwine. Soil conditions out here, I had run the pivot to activate herbicides, so we were a little bit wet out here already. So I always say, hey, let's implement the 24-48 hour rule. Don't get too excited trying to look at stuff right now. A lot of this corn will come right back up. Fortunately, I don't think we had a lot of stuff in that stage where we'll see some green snap. Things are still pretty pliable. We hadn't gone into that V8 on up stage where sometimes we get that snap. But be looking at your field, just give it a little time, let things settle down and see what we got. Out here, like I say, one hybrid is leaning pretty good, but I didn't see any breakage or anything that causes permanent damage. We'll just have to let this crop recover. Couple disappointing things on the disease front. Yesterday, Ron Jacobowski was out in the field over by Stromsburg, south of Stromsburg, Polk, York County line, and we found some tar spot already. I checked the website last night, the tar spot tracker, and it looked like 3 other counties have been put on: Pierce, Saunders, and Clay County. So unfortunately, we're seeing that start up way early, kind of like Southern Rust last year. We saw it pretty early. We'll be watching some fields here, kind of getting a game plan together. But if you are a 2-pass fungicide guy and you're looking at doing that, we want to be early rather than late. So sometime, we get into that V7, V10 stage. I know some guys are already doing some fungicide work last week on corn. Now's the time for that. Soybeans, June 20th is a day or 2 away here. I don't quite have flowering initiated here, but you can see I'm getting real close. I was on some fields Friday, Saturday, some earlier planted soybeans about a week before ours that were starting to bloom. So we want to time those fungicides about R1.5 to R2 if you're concerned about white mold. If white mold's not a concern of yours, don't worry about it. But if you are trying to get white mold control, we're probably looking at a week from now, 10 days from now being that ideal timing where we get that full coverage to the bottom. We want to get some blooms out. But we want to protect that bottom part of the plant. So that's the 2 things we need to be watching out for. Transitioning from herbicides now to fungicides. Probably in a week we'll be talking insecticides and insects here coming about. So watch your fields, reach out if you need any help evaluating anything, and we'd be happy to help.